Good morning. It is December 13th. It's a Wednesday, and I guess I just want to preface this video. First, welcome to the channel, and I'm going to say that again in the next clip, but welcome to my channel where I normally talk about crafty things and whatnot, and all the... I don't know what that was. I think Hazel just crashed somewhere. My name's Aquila, and this is the Lefty Knitter podcast. Sorry, I'm very just out of sorts, but also don't have my glasses on, probably look a little weird, hair's still wet, but this is life. So the next clip you'll see is from November 20th, right before Thanksgiving, and then there's a couple more clips of a swatch, and we went to Festival of Trees, which is a huge fundraiser for Kennedy Krieger, and this goofball here. But I just need to preface this video. I'll talk later after all those clips that I just mentioned. Could have some triggers because I'm going to talk about death and losing a loved one. And yeah, that can be really hard, and I understand if you don't watch this video because of that. So if you're wondering how Hayes is doing, she's doing all right. There's moments for all of us. Grief is a weird thing. Everything still feels surreal, but I'll talk about that just a little bit. I don't want to that's not what this channel is here for. So I just wanted to preface this episode because of that. So yeah, you'll be seeing me probably in the same outfit because I think I'm just going to record it right now. So I'll see you then. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Lefty Knitter podcast. My name's Aquila, and this is episode 226, and this is not where I normally record from, but I just want to share some information with you because I am very excited about it, and you might not all be very excited about it because it's not really knitting related, but, well, it's not knitting related at all, but I had a super win with my daughter. So first off, let me just preface to anybody that's new, welcome. This is normally about knitting and yarn and all the fiber craftiness, but sometimes I talk about life and sometimes I talk about what's going on in my life. And my daughter recently became vegetarian, and it's been not a struggle. She eats pretty well, but I had a super win, a super win. I made lentils, and I made them into a taco meat, meat. And we made nachos with them, and they were a huge hit. Huge. She said, thumbs up, eat them again. It was very exciting. So I just needed to share that with you guys because I'm very excited about it. So I'm sorry I wasn't looking right at you guys for that little bit. I was trying to get out of my parking garage. But yeah, it's Monday, November 20th of 2023. And yeah, I'm wearing this sweater. I can't remember the name of it, but Miss Vale made it for me, and it's beautiful and I love it so much. And yeah, so all right. That was just a win, and I really needed to talk about it. I should also follow up that I was trying to grow sprouts out of beans, and they were doing okay, but not great. But we ended up going out for, quote, fancy ramen the other day and got sprouts. I got sprouts in my ramen so my little could try it. She was not a fan. So our sprouts have turned into just a science experiment, and if I want sprouts on something, I will just get some sprouts or get sprouts out somewhere. But I just thought it could be a really good addition. Also, the next thing I want to try is water chestnuts in her ramen. I don't know if she'll like that either. I love water chestnuts, but also she tried spring rolls finally, and she loved them. Win. So, I think I said this previously, but our pediatrician was not worried about because we went through a bunch of stuff and what she eats and what she doesn't eat and what we do to help substitute things. And so she was not concerned. But I'm still a little concerned because I don't want to be doing all these pre-packaged fake meat substitutes. I would rather use a real item, like, versus something that has maybe more chemicals in it. So the lentils, all natural, perfect, great. They were fresh or dried, so there was like nothing added. Yeah, all right. She even said she would try it in spaghetti sauce. So that might be what we try next. All right, I've talked for 3.5 minutes now about lentils, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hello, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Sorry, still have morning voice. This is my swatch I've done for the jeans yarn. This is the acrylic worsted, because I bought the wrong one, but it's okay. And I'm supposed to get around, I think, 21 stitches to 4 inches. Now this is just 2 inches. So let's find a place here, and then we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So because this is acrylic and I think it will just stretch naturally, I am going to go with the same size I made for myself, which was the 4th size. I'm going to go with it. I didn't count my rows. I don't know how many rows I'm supposed to get, but let's count and then I'll check afterwards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 and a half. So say that's 26, 27. I don't know how many I'm supposed to get. I'll be back and look that up. John's right in here. I lied. It's 19 inches for 4 inches. So I'm at like 20. That's okay. We'll make it work.
I lied about 4 inches too.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right. And I said it was 24. I should have about 12 here. I definitely have more than 12. I'm going to move it over and recount in a different space, because that's why you make a bigger swatch, so you can recount in different spots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm still at like 13 and a half. That's okay. A lot of the times in patterns it says knit to 8 inches, so I will knit to 8 inches, not versus the rows. I'll make sure in the pattern I check all of that to make sure that is correct versus, you know, going off of inches or centimeters versus how many rows to knit. Let's count over here about how many stitches I was getting per inch. So 1, 2, it's hard to see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half. So I'm in between 9 and a half and 10. So, and this is acrylic, so I didn't actually wet block it and pull it like out a lot, like stretch it a lot. So, because you can't really do much with acrylic other than steam block it and kill it, and I don't want to do that. So there we go. All right, I am ready to start this. So, God, am I gonna even get all the days right? All right, so welcome back, but this is the part I'm gonna talk about just a little bit. I lost my dad, and girl, I love you so much. Okay, apparently people are revving engines. I don't know what's going on. Life just feels really surreal right now. And even though I know he's gone, there's all these things that, like, I think I'm gonna see him because of normal routines, and routines have now had to change. And yeah. So I want to thank everybody for being very supportive in just the posts I've made and whatnot, and checking in on us and whatnot, feeding us. Yeah, we've tried to we've been doing, like, we've had tickets to see The Grinch. We went and saw that at the BSO.
That's fun.
That was really cool. So we had tickets for that prior to all this, right? So we're trying to keep some sort of normalcy, right, Hayes? Or as best we can, and a new normal, right? So, like,
I can't open it. It's my vernacular.
Yeah.
Camera.
All right. So here's my PSA. My PSA is that you need to take care of yourself, and you need to go to see a doctor regularly, and you need to just do that for yourself and for your loved ones. Jeez. It was very unexpected. My dad apparently had really high blood pressure, and it was not a diagnosed thing because he did not go see doctors. So Saturday after Thanksgiving, I get a call. He lives with my uncle, his brother, and he's all in a panic, and we get over there. And, I mean, by the time we got there, he was already gone, but he went by ambulance to the hospital, and he had a hypertension brain bleed, which the neurological team pretty much said it was the worst they've ever seen, and there was no percentage of recovery whatsoever. So I allowed them to put him on a ventilator because I needed his brother and sister I knew they would probably want to come see him, so, and anybody else that had came to, but being an only child, I had to make all these decisions, and John is wonderful. He's not here right now, he's at work, but, he's my rock. I'm his rock. And, so the next day we were approached by, I knew he wouldn't want to be on a ventilator. That's not the kind of life, there's no chance of recovery. There's nothing at that point. And, we were approached by, so just in case anybody needs to know more information that doesn't know more information about this. So my dad was a donor on his license, which I'm a donor too. And the difference with being a donor on life support and a donor that just dies in like a car accident, etc. If you are on a ventilator, you have to officially be considered, they call it a brain death, and then after there's a brain death, they can then do what they need to do. They keep the body on a ventilator to continue doing whatever they need to do. So what is not known by most people, I think, is the people that are part of the organ donor, they're probably different in all towns and cities and states. I can't remember the name of this company, but the lady was very nice, and she was like, we're just asking for the gift of time. And I understand that. So they were asking, for 24, 48 hours, or however long we could give to see if there would be, quote, a brain death. And they are not affiliated usually with the hospital. So they're two separate entities. And from what I can gather is they normally don't like each other. So as soon as that lady had pulled me aside from the donor organization, the doctor, who was super sweet and nice and was very honest, pulls John and I aside right after that and was like, we need to talk. And very serious, very different demeanor, and told us, she's like, I need to make sure you understand what all that means. And so what all that means is the brain death can, as long as the neurological team is still getting some sort of sign of function, which it was very minimal anyway, that very minimal function can last like weeks. And she just wanted to make sure that I was aware that, you know, if I don't want my father on life support, do not keep giving them time. And so that's one thing. If you don't know that, you know, it's a whole different situation. So yeah. So the next day I had talked to my aunt and uncle, his siblings, and we decided we're not going to give any more time. And we had him pulled from the ventilator, and we told them that was a Monday. So but as soon as I told them, they must keep watch, like hardcore, because then the donor people came up to me again and was like, we really thank you, etc. But then proceeded with the next question: have they talked to you about tissue donation? And I was like, nope and nope. So sorry, I can't keep doing this, and I just couldn't keep doing it anymore. So we did decide to take him off the ventilator, and he was gone within an hour. So I knew that it was the best decision to make. But yeah, PSA, please make sure you're getting yourself checked by a doctor, because things, you know, not to say things could be a lot different, but he could have been on like a blood pressure medication and he could be with us still. So yeah, we've had the funeral, and that was a type of closure, but still not like, I don't know, it's still just, it all sucks. And it doesn't matter like if it's a friend or a parent or a sibling or a kid or anybody, it doesn't matter. Death sucks. Because there's just this, all the emotions that you just don't know how to handle, and all the triggers and everything else. So, I'm sorry if, you know, this has been hard to watch, but yeah. Other than that, on top of that, everything else, like, we're just now, like, in waiting phases, right? So you have to wait. That's another vicious circle, is, and you can't do anything unless you have a death certificate. So, and that takes time. So now you just play the waiting game, and it's a vicious circle, because you call to do one thing, need a death certificate, but you can't do this until you do this to get the... It sucks. Coffee. Yeah. So I've been crafting, and I will show that, not right now, but, yeah. I've been crafting enough, and I am dreading freaking Christmas. I just, you know, even before this, I wish I could tell my family, let's not do presents. Let's just not do presents. You know why? Because it's not about that, and I need nothing. You know what I need? Time with you. Time with my family. And I wish you know, that's a weird conversation, so, I don't think anybody really watches this, but, man, I wish I could tell my family, just be like, hey, you know what? Presents are stupid, and let's just have a meal together, you know? Like, so stupid. Like, why is it so hard to have that conversation with somebody? Alright. And I'm not even going to talk about work, because that's a whole nother round of effed up issues. So we're not going to go there, because that just is that yeah. Like, I don't want to take off work, because it's like gets me away from life, but at the same time it's been stressing me out to the point where I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be sick like soon, because my levels and non-sleep, and it's been not okay. So shoot, I gotta look what time is it. I need to get lunches made and us like ready for school. But I appreciate everybody that has stuck through this 11-minute and some rant. Not a rant. It's not a rant. It's real life. Said a lot. But I appreciate everybody, and I would like to get back to, you know, the normalcy of some sort of crafting, you know, vloggy videos. So, yeah, that's my ultimate goal, but I'm taking it sometimes 1 minute at a time, sometimes an hour at a time. Sometimes, you know, I can get through a few hours without freaking having a breakdown, meltdown, whatever you want to call it. So just take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll be back to show you what I've been working on, because yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I just need to be there. Need to get back there. So alright, guys, you want to say goodbye? I mean, not really goodbye, but just end this clip. See you in the next clip. Okay, Cornholio. I'll show you a video later. Okay, bye. It is now Sunday, which I try to record and have it up on YouTube before now, but life just, you know. It is Sunday, December 17th, 2023, and I'm here to show you what I've been working on, because I've got a lot done while just working through the motions of everything. So, yeah, I won't talk anymore about that, because I know I put the timestamp that people could come and see the knitting part. So from here on out, I just want to say, you know, just thank you to everybody who, just all the support. So yeah, I'm going to show my shirt, because I don't know if I ever showed this. We got it at Spirit, and I just don't know if I did. Adopt a Familiar Black Magic Animal Rescue. John got one. It was like Easy Bake Coven or something, but I got this one. I like this one a lot. So yeah. Okay, so what have I been working on? So I told you guys, if you've been watching, if you are new here, thank you very much for tuning in. This is a very odd episode and delayed and whatnot, but I appreciate you for watching, and then I appreciate everybody that's come to my channel from seeing the sock machine. And you might not watch that's going to be a weird cut, and I don't know what happened, but my phone just cut out on me. So just a thank you to everyone who is new, who found me through the sock machine videos. I want to put more out. I just haven't, obviously, I just haven't had a chance. And then anybody that's returning, I really, really, really appreciate everybody that comes and watches my channel and has stuck with me through it's like 6 years of, no, it's longer than that. It's been like 7, 8 years of this craziness, and I really do enjoy showing everybody what I've been making. So, before I forget, so the New to You Mail is hosted by the girls from Arrow Acres Farm, the Cocktail Hour at the Coop girls. That starts, I think, in January sometime, because it's a new to you thing and it's a new year, etc. I've participated in the past. We've been a pattern or prize givers or whatever. So I don't know what I don't know what our capacity is for that. But even if we don't do something involved with it, I just want to tell everybody about it. I'll try to link down below. If I didn't mention, I try to put links down below for everything. So yeah. Also, I had to rewatch the videos that I had recorded like prior to this, and I was talking about how excited I was about getting Hayes to eat lentils. I'm so weird. She is now pescatarian, so she has chosen now to eat. She really likes crab, so she's eaten crab and she's eaten some shrimp, but she has chosen now to be pescatarian because she obviously said she misses it a little bit, but she doesn't want to still eat chicken or beef or pork or anything. But totally fine. Whatever. We have been on this journey with both of our girls, and we support them wholeheartedly in trying to, you know, make things easier for them. Okay. Knitting. It's been like 3 minutes and now I'm to the knitting. Okay. In a previous episode, I talked about the Autumn League pullover and the yarn I purchased for that. I didn't bring down, one moment. Okay. I purchased this yarn thinking it was the correct yarn for it's Alexandra Tavel, I believe, is the designer. Again, everything will be below. The yarn I thought, well, it's called Jeans by Lion Brand. Now, I did not realize there was 2 different jeans yarns by Lion Brand. So if you're ordering, make sure you pick, well, I mean, this worked out just fine, but if this is not what you want and you want the cotton yarn, make sure you are checking to make sure you're buying the correct one. So I ended up buying the jeans in the worsted weight, and it's 100% acrylic. Now, I started this. I'll look on my project page because I think I actually put the real start date. I'll enter a date here. This is when I started it. Now, I am all done except for the neckline of this. This is like the cozy pullover sweater that looks like a sweatshirt with the little Xy kind of thing. A ton of people have made it, and I have lifelines in where the arms, not lifelines, where the arms are on hold, so ignore the green, but I just need to do the neckline because everything else is done. Look at this thing. It has see the XEX? Like, seriously, y'all. And it's soft. It's so soft. I know it's acrylic. It has the split hem. I'm going to still try to, like, maybe I'll just steam block it. I do have an iron that I can steam block. Or I won't at all. I'm not sure. But it has 2 finished sleeves. I promise. See? 2. This is crazy pants. So I have to do the neckline on it. You got to pick up and do your neckline, and then it's going to be done. So this was finished fairly fast. It is a lot of stockinette, but this yarn is really cool. So, yeah, this is the biggest thing I've been working on, and I've worked on one other thing, and I'm going to show you that too. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but her Instagram, I think, is called Wickedly Handmade, and she is the designer. She makes a lot of cool crochet items, so if you follow them on Instagram, really, really cool. Also, her, I use the pronoun her, I apologize, I'm not sure. Her and her partner, sorry. I want to correct myself, and in my head I'm just like, okay, they make hand-turned crochet hooks too, I believe, but she crochets a lot. She does a lot of reels and stuff. Yeah, really cool. This has been out for a long time, this pattern, I believe, and it's called the Wild Oleander. Now I'm making this for Hazel. She had seen, she'll sit and watch me scroll on Instagram, and she saw this. And so the colors I'm using are both from Lion Brand. Hazel saw these exact, she saw the video, and from the video I knew exactly what yarn it was that they were using. So I'm using a black from Lion Brand it's Red Heart Super Saver, and then the Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Stripes, and this is the Retro Stripes. So I'm using both of these together, and it's called the Wild Oleander Hood Scarf. I'm not actually sure. It's not a scarf because it's a cow, but so here it is, like, turned on its side. Let me turn it this way. Okay. And I'm alternating colors to make the stripes like this. I think it's so much fun. Look at this. Okay. It's super cool, right? So what it is, I'm continuing going this way at this point, okay? So I'll put this over my head to give you an idea. Now, she does have other pattern sizes, okay? So this is the youth, I believe. All right, so it hangs down like a cow, like this. And I don't know if I'm going to put fringe or not on it, okay? Hangs down like this, and then what happens is, this is like super scrunchy bunchy, and it'll be longer, but what you can do, my hair is kind of like everywhere. I apologize. But you pull it up like a hood. Now, it's not big enough yet, but you'll pull it up like a hood, like that. So this is like sitting at my neck. So I still have like 10 more stripe repeats. It's 2 rounds each, but I have like 10 more of something like that. I'm not even quite sure, but that it'll definitely be big enough to come up as a hood, and then it's a big giant cowl when you're not wearing it like a hood. So I love it. I think it's so cool. It's there's a stitch in it that you're doing like, it's not the back loop, it's called like the third back loop. I don't even know the abbreviation, but you're going in through like the bump on the back, but not like normally when you do in the back, you're going in the back of the V, because you have all these V's going around, because that's how crochet looks. You can't see because it's black, but you have the 2 legs, just like knitting like this. The crochet goes like this, and it's sitting on top like this. And if you were crocheting into the back, you would crochet under this leg versus both legs. Or if it said the front leg, you would do the front. Or regular crochet is both. Back is in the back here. But it's calling to crochet through a bump like on the back of it. It's very difficult to see with the black yarn. I'm struggling a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. I gotta get this done though, because Christmas is like, what's today? 17th? It's a little over a week. It's coming fast. But my jogs don't look the greatest, but again, it's the back. I'm not worried about it. Looks so cool. So cool. Okay, I don't know what's gonna be my screenshot. Don't know. But that's what I have done. So, I have some other stuff I need to like try to get done too, and I've been very tired. It's just a lot of emotional stress and mental whatever, and I had said something like about work being very stressful, and that hasn't gotten, it's better, but it's not great. And so I've been falling asleep at like 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. And then because of that, I'm waking up and I'm awake from like anywhere between 12 and 1 to like 3 and 4 in the morning. And I know it's because I've fallen asleep early, and then I'm kind of awake, and I know I need to fall back asleep, but I can't fall back asleep. It's been a lot. So that being said, you know, Leslie from Not Quite Enough Knitting just put out, well, I'm very behind in my queue of videos and YouTube, but every year Leslie talks about it's okay to not be okay. And I need people to realize it's okay to not be okay. Holidays are stressful. I think I said this in a previous episode. Holidays are very stressful. Life can be very stressful. It doesn't have to be during the holidays, but I know during the holidays it's just, it feels like a lot of extra pressure. So if you know, are going through some things, just know you don't have to, you know, be okay with everything. And if you feel like you can't make it to that holiday party, just don't do that to yourself. You know, we gotta take care of ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of the people that are in our lives, right? So take care of yourself, check in with yourself, check in with your friends, do the whole thing like I always say at the end of the video. And until the next episode, peace, love, and happy knitting. Bye, guys.